your partner, then your twin game. All you wanna do is talk, I don't need talk. Banging my chest and my head on the lock. We attacking, better stand back and watch them run.
Only religion was the moolah. Made a couple million, hallelujah. Daddy was a to you. Called a homeschooler. Never did homework. I was going home with the work, no tutor. Used to have enough. Grew up with the hustlers and the killers. Now I'm kicking it with Puffy in the villa. Chillin'. Click full of zombies like Thriller. Got real. About to get real. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Duh. I ain't trying to make a living. I'm out here trying to make a killing. Stack a couple million to the ceiling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. That's just how I'm feeling. Dog, that's just how I'm feeling.
Hey, Belly, them ready? Yeah.
When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's
Them
just
girl
how
a
I'm
red
feeling.
eye, never make right. Me, they are suffer life, them a get by. Never bow for the fame, heads high. Never come so all them a see a tail light. Been a real from the ghetto. I ain't never gon' switch, that's facts though. Can't get me out like stain. I'ma grow tough, I'ma know pain. Haters talk with a bad tongue. Can't break me, Tweedledee so dumb. I'ma be a giant P5 from doing it so big like Drake, I'm on one. My big box got me feeling so bossy like Lauren Hill. Me, I kill them softly. This a girl rather fi be cold than naughty. Cause if my too loyal, then it's gon' cost me. And that's just how I feel. Yeah.
That's just how I'm feeling.
That's how I feel.
Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the ground. Make sure the whole world feel it. That's just how I'm feeling. Big boss, I'm a big boss. Up north, brick ross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Don't you ever get it crisscross. I got the pump that'll make you jump. Don't you ever get it crisscross. Bet against me, that's a big law. You got to find out what call. I find then I get low. Lift off. It ain't nothing to cut the off.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals taking on Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams.
So much has happened since the Super Bowl was last in this part of the U.S. in the early 90s. The Rams and Chargers have both returned to L.A., and they've constructed this incredible new palace for football, SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And it will be the scene tonight for Super Bowl 56. And what a matchup we have. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals taking on the NFC champions, the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin joined by my good friend Charles Davis. And Charles, it was maybe the most unlikely Super Bowl run we've seen in a long time. What a story. The Bengals had not won a playoff game since January of 1991. 4-11-1 last year, 2-14 the season before that. Bottom line, though, here they are, the AFC champs.
And Brandon, this is one of the more remarkable turnarounds in NFL history in recent years. In fact, most of the guys on this team weren't even born the last time they won a playoff game. Although, not that long ago, they had a stretch where they were in the playoffs seemingly every year, but couldn't win a playoff game. Now they've gotten that done. They're back in the Super Bowl. And remember, 2 Super Bowl appearances in their history. Number 16 and 23. Unfortunately, both times they ran into Joe Montana and the San Francisco 49ers.
Meanwhile, the LA Rams, they are back in the Super Bowl for the second time in 4 years. Remember, they lost Super Bowl 53 to the Patriots in Atlanta 13-3. But here they are trying to be the second team in 2 years after Tampa Bay last year to win the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
And we go back to that Super Bowl loss to the Patriots, and remember, they were an offensive juggernaut at that time, but only put up 3 points in that game. And they have been a little bit of a tough team to pin down over the last few years. They've had their shares of ups and downs, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But they've always had that great defense, and they're looking to ride that crew to a Super Bowl crown.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This goes out wide for Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. 3 points, probably not going to win this Super Bowl, but at least you get something on the opening drive.
And it's certainly not going to lose it. So the bottom line is, come away with the points now, come back and get greedy later, and try and put it in the end zone.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 13th NFL season now. It's Matthew Stafford.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in days leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Stafford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5. They run the toss with Henderson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. But now it's 3rd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This will be from 49 yards out. Gay's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 2nd and 9. Nixon will try the right side. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Uzama. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow complete to his tight end Sample. And he is going to have the Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And our statistician, Ben Ramsauer, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss only in the 1st quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
Second and 11 now. Burrow will throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Second and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. The 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. What a moment for him. A pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick six, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all. What a play here. Another pick six in the Super Bowl. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
But the defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, a give to Mixon. A beautiful fake. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, it's Henderson, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Stafford, quick slant here to Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for L.A.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. But they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. $10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Third and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham there to make the grab. And the Rams continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. For the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Bengals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he's got this down to the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Mixon on the counter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A draw play for Mixon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw here. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
McPherson's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's McPherson now to send it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First down at Stafford. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now it's Stafford. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got this down to the 35.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Stafford. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Bryson Hopkins taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl.
The defense is doing their best, but they're struggling right now. They'll look for some help from their own offense to keep them in the game.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And able to get this out to the 25. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 5 yards remain on second down.
Here we go.
A handoff to Mixon, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, Bengals on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Chase. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Gay is on for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. He was brought down by Troy Reeder. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Cooper Kupp deep for L.A. Fielded at about the 28. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play action. Stafford. And that'll be caught by Kupp. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. There for the sack, B.J. Hill. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Stafford. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
I like your thinking there, because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. Henderson going to run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Stafford. Higbee secures it over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw is Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Touchdown! Odell Beckham as the 1st half is winding down. And the Rams are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow, because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one, maybe not the hard-fought battle many had hoped for. This has been blowout city thus far, but still more football to be played. Who knows what could happen as we send you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I have a feeling he may even buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Ooh, with a juke. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Second down, it's Henderson. And he coughed it up, and the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. He completes it to Beckham. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. Throwing is Stafford. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. On the return, Phillips. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Now Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
first down. Here's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down at 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. From the gun on third down is Burrow. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's fourth down. Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Johnny Hecker now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go. Hey, can. Stop.
Throwing again on second down. Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ernest Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Matthew Stafford and the rest of the Rams offense set to take over once more. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot, Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Back in the end zone, can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. I think here the score dictates you. Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So a good decision that time by Zach Taylor. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Here's McPherson now to send it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Gonna give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give. Now Staff. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Larry Ogunjobi, his 2nd sack of the night.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, Well, they're staring up at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Cincinnati set to take over once again.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field,
and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
On the handoff, Henderson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stafford. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
To the air again, Stafford.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3. Stafford. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Rams.
Matthew Stafford finding Cooper Kupp for the touchdown there. And the Rams are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
Gay is on for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll flip this out to Evans.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Phillips now from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals offense returns to the field, and it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And now here is another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Henderson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw is Stafford. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Stafford on 3rd down. And he's got it. That's caught for a Ram touchdown. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this big lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Hits his running back, P-Ride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And dropping it off underneath, here's P-Ride. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, Don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From midfield now, Burrow got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Again, it's Burrow. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They toss to Pirine. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's the All-Pro Von Miller who came in to belt him behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On third down, here's Henderson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, And you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. The one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Henderson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
On 2nd down, Michel. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run with Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Henderson, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Phillips now from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Being chased out left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third and 2, now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 65 yards. And the Bengals are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run once more with Henderson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third and 2, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
won the Super Bowl. And they will get the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.